All right, friends, the future begins now. Let's set up my budget planner for 2025. I'm so excited about this. I have had the same budget planner for years now. You guys have seen it in videos. Don't stop until you're proud. I still totally believe this sentiment, but this planner's looking a little worse for wear. The cover's definitely seen better days, and so I want to do something new in the new year. So I purchased this Happy Planner Notes notebook. It says the future begins now. It comes with a couple of dividers and just some lined paper, which I will definitely be making use of in the new year. The only problem with this is that it has the plastic discs and it's a little small for a yearly planner, right? So I got some expander discs for it that I'm gonna put on, and even these are still pretty small in comparison with what I had on this planner. Let me show you a comparison real quick. They're much smaller. I had a hard time finding black metal discs. These particular ones came from Amazon. So what I think I'm going to do in the new year is hold just 1 month of my budget at a time in this planner, and once I have completed the month, I will switch it over into my trusty planner to keep long term. I do like looking back on my old budgets, comparing month over month what I spent, and so I think this will be a good compromise. That way I don't have to carry this great big heavy thing with me all over the place. I tend to carry my budget planner back and forth to work, and it's always in my bag and it gets really heavy. So having something smaller is actually going to work out really nice. I can still carry my budget back and forth, but it won't be quite so heavy. So that is the plan. First thing I'm going to do is deconstruct this a little bit and get these new discs on. And then I want to talk to you guys about my January printables, because they are here, they are beautiful, and they're available for you. I'll tell you how you can get them. Alright, so I have my cover on here. Hopefully these discs aren't too big. They seem to be turning okay. I love the inside of this cover as well, so if I ever want to flip it, that's the great thing about the Happy Planner covers, is they are reversible. I could do this white pattern on the front, but for now this is going to work for me. Now let's get my worksheet pages punched while I talk to you a little bit about the pattern for January and how you can get these. I create my own budget worksheets. I have for years. I absolutely love them. You guys seem to really like them too. And they're available for my channel members. I right now have a file set up in my Budget Buddy and Budget Bestie community tabs, where you can actually get all of the worksheets from last year, so January 2024 all the way up through December of 2024 and January 2025. I uploaded those this morning. They are there and available for you. So you can click the join button down below. There's a red join button below this video that you can click, or there will be a direct link in my description box. And if you click the Budget Bestie tier, you are going to get digital downloads of all of the worksheets, specifically this January bundle. How beautiful is this? I chose this sort of like winter sweater theme. I always like to do blues in January. I actually posted a couple of different patterns in a poll for you guys to pick, and this was the pattern you chose, and I was so glad because this is the one I liked the best too, so it worked out. So yeah, the Budget Bestie bundle essentially comes with a total of 17 worksheets. So many worksheets that I myself can't even use them all, so I just print the ones that I specifically use. So that's what you will see here. I have them printed back to back, so they fit really nicely in my planner. You can print them back to back, you can print them individually. And yeah, this is the January pattern. So I have The dated add-on here, which is a bundle of 4 worksheets that have dates on them. So it is a dated calendar, it's a January title page, and it is a January overview. That is the 4-page dated bundle. In addition to that, there is a whole undated bundle. So you can use these worksheets any month of the year. And that's why I have all of the old patterns listed as well. At the end of this year, I need to make space for more worksheets moving into 2025, so they're not going to be available forever. I am going to have to go in and delete the old files. So now's the best time to join the membership. The Budget Bestie tier, like I said, is the best deal because you get access to all of the worksheets. So the sinking funds page, the transaction log, there's a paycheck budget, an expense tracker. It's a ton of worksheets. I will list them here on the screen for you guys so you can see if you've never seen one of my videos before. But if you've watched any of my budget videos, you've seen most of these worksheets in action. They're a great resource. I love that they are printables, so you can print them as many times as you like. Just works out really well that way. And like I said, with the undated version of these worksheets, you can use them any month of the year. So if you love this pattern, yes, it's my January pattern, but you can use it in February or March or whenever you want. If you really like a pattern, you can print it out, 12 different bundles and use it the whole year. So having access to the old worksheets is really handy as well. So the Budget Bestie tier is definitely the best way to go. But if you are the type of person that just needs a couple of worksheets, you can join at the Budget Buddy tier. It's a little bit less expensive. You get access to the paycheck budget worksheet, and you get access to the 2-page hybrid budget worksheet, which I actually did not print because I'm not using that right now. I used the hybrid budget worksheet bundle for months and months and months here on my channel, so there's plenty of videos you can go back and check out if you're interested in what that worksheet looks like. I will, of course, put it up on the screen here so you can see it. But yeah, so Budget Buddy tier gets you access to the paycheck budget and the hybrid budget. But I recommend the Budget Bestie tier because you get them all. And it's not that much more expensive. It is a monthly commitment. You do sign up and agree to be charged on a monthly basis through YouTube. I don't see any of your credit card information, by the way. YouTube handles all of that, but that is the option. You can, of course, go in, sign up, go into the document where I have all the worksheets, download them all, and then cancel your membership so that you aren't charged again in a month. That's totally fine and reasonable. But yeah, it's a great deal. You get access to a ton of worksheets. You also get access to bonus content here on my channel from me. You get early access to my videos. It's a great way to support me and get yourself a little something. So that is the only way to get these January worksheets. In the past, I've offered them on Etsy. I'm trying to move away from Etsy in 2025, so I do not intend to list these on Etsy. So joining the membership's the only way to go. It's so much cheaper that way. When I was listing them on Etsy, I had to boost the price of these worksheets up so high to cover all of the exorbitant fees and stuff. So yeah, the membership's the best way to go, and it's the only way to go if you want worksheets in the new year. So these are available right now for both Budget Buddies and Budget Besties. Go ahead, sign up, download these, and download all the old ones too, so that you don't miss out on getting all of the patterns from last year. Okay, so that is my bundle. I'll flip through it really quickly. Everything that I plan to use in January of 2025. Not a lot has changed. This is the same thing I've been using here on my channel. So I have the January cover page. I have the 2-page dated calendar. Cannot believe we are going to be in 2025 already. It's crazy to me seeing it here in, I was going to say black and white, but I guess it's blue and white. We have the January overview. This is a great page. It allows you to write out all of your debts. I am currently credit card debt free, which feels amazing. Going into the new year with 0 credit card debt. One of my goals last year was to pay off all of my credit cards, and I was able to accomplish that goal, so that feels fantastic. I do still have some debts, but my credit cards are completely paid off, and that was the goal I set. Speaking of goals, there's also a place here to list your goals. If you want to keep track of your credit score, you can do that here, and there's a little notes section. I have a monthly budget page. This is the most basic, bare bones month at a glance budget. It's just income and expenses. I actually use this for my small business here on YouTube, just to keep track of what I spent in terms of business expenses and what I brought in. Makes filing taxes at the end of the year super easy. There's a sinking funds page and a transaction logs page. This is where I keep track of all of my sinking funds. That is the cash that you guys see me stuff into my binders every single week. Right here is a place to keep track of each of the funds and what their beginning balance is, how much I added throughout the month, how much I took away, and then the ending balance. And then there's a transaction log, so I can keep track of everything that I spent from each of these categories. Then we've got the bread and butter of my budget here. This is the 2-page spread here that makes everything super easy for me. It's a paycheck budget, so it's a place to list out, you know, all of my expenses for the upcoming week. My husband and I are paid on a weekly basis, so I write a new paycheck budget every single Tuesday. And then I have an expense tracker. I have a different expense tracker for each week of the month. That's how I like to do it. So this is where I plan for all my money to go. This is where it actually went. Once I go through and color code and add everything up and get totals, I can put those totals into this actual column and see what I actually spent versus what I budgeted. It's a great system, super basic. I got a lot of inspiration when I created this spread here from the Budget Mom. I love all of her videos. I was heavily inspired by her when I first started budgeting. I took the basis of what she created and kind of tweaked it a little bit to make it work better for me. Added the fun patterns because I love patterns and color. And this has been working out great for me for years now. So many of you have said that you have downloaded my worksheets and used them and love them for your budget. So, you know, if you are thinking about starting a budget in 2025, this is a great way to do it. Okay, so I've got paycheck budgets and expense trackers for each week of the month. I've got cash breakdown pages here. This page helps me to figure out what cash I need to pull from the bank for my sinking funds, what denominations I need. So I've got one of these for each week of the month. Then I have a spending comparison. I like to spend or compare how much I spent month over month. So last month versus this month. Where was the overspending happening? What can I do differently in the new month? That sort of thing. I have a notes page. I am constantly jotting down notes about my budget, so that's very important. And then I have my little back cover, which is just a pattern paper. You can use this to fold into a cash envelope. You can use it as a back cover like I've done. There's a million and one ways you could use this page. But that's not all. There's a ton of other worksheets available too that I'm not currently using. I've already put them up on the screen for you to see. If I haven't convinced you yet to join my membership and get these worksheets, I'm not gonna, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. But yeah, these are all of my worksheets set up for the new year. The only other thing I want to add in here is some blank paper. I have all of this paper from the notebook that I purchased, so I want to add some of that. And I'll put one of these dividers in as well. So let's see which one we want. So it says, dream the impossible, seek the unknown, achieve greatness. Create your own luck. Oh, they're different on the back. This one says, I can reach any goal. This one says, aim for the moon. If you miss, you may hit a star. What does the back of this one say? Be authentic, trust your instincts, follow your heart. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. So I'll put this in here behind my January worksheets. Pop this in. and then we'll just add some pages. So I have these lined pages from the Happy Planner notebook. This, by the way, is the big size Happy Planner. So it is 8.5 by 11. All of my worksheets print out at 8.5 by 11. I've heard people say that they have successfully resized them to be smaller. I myself have never done that, so do that at your own risk. But the great thing about printables is you can print them as many times as you want once you've downloaded them. So if you try to download them and print them smaller and it doesn't work, you can just reprint them at a larger size, right? So I have that. And then the other thing that I have here is this paper from the Happy Planner. It says, set goals, make a plan, work hard, succeed, stay humble. So let's go ahead and put in one more divider here. Let's do the black one. Like I said, I'm constantly writing out notes and different ideas for my budget. I write a like a scratch budget every week, so having all this extra paper will be really, really good. So I'm just going to get a few sheets of this in there as well. And this just pops right in. I love the Happy Planner system for how easy it is to just pop pages in and out. I can pull a page out and put it on a flat surface to write on it, and then just pop it right back in. The disc bound system is fantastic for that. So there is that. So that's what that looks like. On the front, there's this section here for list making. There's a little dot grid section, and then on the back, it's completely dot grid. So lots of useful space there for planning and budgeting and that sort of thing. So there we go. There is a look at my planner for my budget for January 2025. The end of the month, when January has come and gone, I can just pull these pages out and stick my February pages in. So that is it. Make sure you check the description box down below for links to my membership. I would love to have you join. There's no better time to start budgeting than now. So I hope to see you over there, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.